Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to the first family show brought to you by the best website on the planet, your one-stop sports betting shop, Sports Memo. Guys, this is the final week of the first family shows before the new year. We have a great show for you today. Let's bring on this very special panel of guests. Let me do a big intro, then an individual intro. Dan Kaiser, Jimmy Adams, Nick Parsons are all here to join Joe and Dionne. Dan, how are you today, buddy?
Doing good. Getting ready for the new year and hopefully have a few winners.
Well, you've always got a few winners. You never had a shortness of winners, Dan. You're a big winner anyway. Always a big winner here on the First Family Show as well as at Sportsman. My good friend Jimmy Adams. Jimmy, got to be almost midnight down by you. Is that correct?
Yes, it is 12:01. You got it, Joe.
Well, may I ask? Wait, go on, please.
Oh, yeah, no. I was just going to say things are going good. Got there with New Mexico pretty easily last night and Texas Tech. So nice to have two rocking chair winners, and we're back at it again today.
A rocking chair winner for those of you who are old school. Got to ask you, Jimmy, inquiring minds want to know, are you up early or up late? Because this plays a big difference on how your performance is on today's show.
Oh, I'm up late. Yeah.
I'm just kidding. My good friend Nick Parsons is with us. Nick, good morning. How are you, buddy?
Not too bad. I'm feeling a little under the weather. Got to deal with the kids in a bit, but hey, the picks are going really good. I've caught fire here. I'm now playing with house money this year in the NFL, in college football, and now in the NBA. My college basketball is right on the heels, so everything's going really good now, Joe.
Good stuff. Even the dogs here on the First Family Show are having a good time. You can hear them in the background. We're all dog lovers here on this First Family Show. That's a prerequisite, sports fans. So being on the First Family Show as a contributor, you got to be a dog lover. You know how I start every show? She is back by popular demand. Apparently, you guys couldn't put up with me without her. The yin to my yang. The thorn in my horn. Hello, honey. How are you?
Hello. Happy Thursday to you.
Happy Thursday. You were missed for a couple of days.
Thank
and obviously,
you.
we did take off yesterday. We had some commercial properties that we were getting rid of, and it's a big deal, dude. And obviously, you can't do that on the weekends because these lawyers, they charge you double time, and they're already charging me like $600 an hour. We were there all day to get rid of some commercial properties, but I'm glad you're here with me again.
Thank you. Happy to be back.
Quite fetching. We're both spokespeople for Champion today. One of the stores I bought out for Christmas for all of us. Even my dad, you see him walk down the hall. He's wearing Champion. Having said all that, one bit of fluff today, and I got to tell you, all season long, I've been telling you I'm not a big fan of Derek Carr as a quarterback. Although I don't think he deserves to be made the scapegoat, okay? Carr's contract in play left the team with no other option. So obviously it's not the owner's fault. It's not the front office's fault. And it's certainly not their coach's fault, who I got to be honest with you, take that guy an hour and a half to watch 60 minutes. Dat McDaniels is so dumb he couldn't spell IQ. They're all scapegoating Derek Carr. Now, while I don't think he's a great quarterback, I don't think he needs to. He should be made the scapegoat. I don't think he
should be blamed for everything. There's a lot more things that they could be blaming, but I don't think it all. He has some to do with it, but not all of it. That's all I have to say.
I will do it. So we've already got questions and comments from our wonderful audience, and we love you guys. Dion's going to tell you a few discounts that we've got over at Sports Memo and WagerTalk, and then we're going to go right into free winners so you can get out if you're in time to take advantage of all the free winners you're going to get from this great documented panel of documented winning cappers.
Either way.
I'm on two pots of Italian coffee today, guys. Bear with me. Dionne, take it away.
Yeah, so the $2 Tuesday featured cappers are still available. Your sexy and savory host, Joe D'Amico, along with Jesse Schul and Jeff Michaels over at Sports Memo. $2 a piece for the best deal is get all three for just the low price of $5. And we also still do have that deal going on for the College Football Bowl All Access. That did drop down to just $99. That is a steal. So head on over to the site and pick up both of those discounts.
All right. Our first contributor today I'd like to talk about because he's got to take care of the kids in a little bit. And we're happy he could make time to come on the show because he is a fan favorite, as well as a favorite of Dionne and myself. When Nick Parsons, he's a humble guy, says that he's catching a bit of fire, that's like me saying I'm a little loud. He is El Fuego. Hey, I got Nick to laugh. Guys, he is El Fuego. He's doing great work over at Sports Memo. The numbers don't lie. You don't believe me? Go check them out after the show. He's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side. He's got a free best bet. Nick Parsons, the floor is yours.
Thanks, Joe. Thanks, Dionne. Yeah, I mean, we've been grinding out profits on both the college and NFL gridiron all season long, and I'm looking to finish up strong in both of those. The NBA has turned around. I'm now playing with house money in the NBA, and so I'll look to get college basketball and the NHL there as well here shortly. 2023 is just around the corner. Super pumped for that. It's going to be a huge year for Sports Memo. So make sure you take a look at all those deals that Dionne just outlined there. And as far as our free play here today, this is a good situational play in my opinion. I'm looking at the Saints and the Eagles, and I'm going to suggest a play on the under in this one. Now, the Eagles, they're 13-2. If they had won in Dallas last week, they would have wrapped up the NFC East. But despite the setback, they're still in the proverbial driver's seat here. They hold their own destiny in their hands, and that's because the Cowboys are 11-4. Despite the setback, and the sort of silver lining behind all of that was the play of Gardner Minshew. He was in that 40-34 setback. Minshew was 24 of 40 for 355 yards, 2 passing touchdowns, 1 rushing touchdown. He did have the 2 interceptions, but hey, this was the first time under that offense. I would say if you're looking at that as a, to give him a grade on that, I would give him an A+. Devontae Smith, he was the other big offensive standout for the Eagles in that one. He had 8 catches for 113 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now the Saints, obviously they're not going to be rolling over here. They're 6-9 with only 2 games left in the season. They're still in a dogfight in the weak NFC South division. Tampa Bay is 7-8. Both Carolina and New Orleans are 6-9. So it's going to be a war until to the very end there. Now, the Saints, they won 17-10 at Cleveland last week. Alvin Kamara and Taysom Hill each ran for a touchdown. Neither of those teams were able to move the ball through the air very effectively, though, and I do think that's going to be the case here in Philadelphia this weekend. New Orleans, it's just 2-5 on the road this year, and I mean, there's no question this is a very difficult road venue to play in. There is some continued uncertainty about the health of certain players for Philadelphia this week. After that high-scoring road loss last week, I'm expecting this team to double down on the defensive end at home this weekend. And so, Joe, Dionne, that's how I see this game being played out. Both teams really need a win, but I think that all of that will translate into a very low-scoring defensive affair.
Gotta love Nick Parsons. He says under Saints. Dan Kaiser, you're killing me. Saints, Eagles is a win. And you know what? He is a winner. Like I said, he said he's being humble. He's caught fire. Man, he is going to go to jail for arson. He is on so much fire. He's doing some great work. Make sure you go over to Sports Memo after the show. The best customer appreciation discounts anywhere in this business are at Sports Memo and WagerTalk. Go follow Nick. You're going to follow him to the bank. Now, guys, Nick has to take off. He has got some family things he's got to take care of. We're happy that he stopped by us today. Nick, before you take off, any closing thoughts or comments for our viewers?
Well, just to let them know that I'm going to be back with you, Joe, in a couple hours for the college football show, and we have a huge panel of games to go over, and I'm totally ready for that, and I won't be going anywhere for that, and I'm looking forward to it, buddy.
Great stuff. Nick, thank you for stopping by. Have a great day. God bless. I'll see you in a few hours.
Have a good one, Nick.
Thanks, Dionne. See you guys.
Guys, I love Nick Parsons. And I got to tell you, all of us have tasks and things we've got to do at home. Family stuff, work stuff, this, that, and the other thing, and when you're dealing with kids, my son is grown. He's United States Marine. He's out of the house. So I hate to say it like this, but we have the luxury of our kids already out of the house, even though we look very young. But, we appreciate Nick stopping by. He's doing great work. Go follow him after the show because he really is doing some great work at Sports Memo. My good friend, Dan Kaiser. Dan, you do something different with your hair today? Dan Kaiser, who's also doing great work. Dan has become a fan favorite as well as a favorite of Dionne and myself on this show and all the shows over at Sports Memo TV because he is as entertaining as he is informative, and he's a lot of fun. But bottom line is he's picking winners like nobody can in the business right now. Dan Kaiser is going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side at Sports Memo. He's got a free best bet for you. Dan Kaiser, take it away. You're muted.
Thanks, Joe. It's time, it's that time of year, New Year's, people make resolutions. whether it's get better health, do better at work or whatever. My New Year's resolution this year would probably to try not to get so upset at these games as I'm watching them on TV. But it's not New Year's yet. So, Arkansas, you let a lot of people down last night. Coach, if I was, they should have laid Kiffin them and left them in Memphis. What a pathetic showing yesterday at the end of that game. Also, Bill Musselman, get a white guy that can shoot three-pointers to help that basketball team out. Now on to my free pick. Things are going well. I'm the top number one for the last 7 days at Sports Memo. You can check out my plays. I'm not going to brag too much because every time I come on this show and say how well I'm doing, I usually lose that day. But things have been going well. My free play is kind of in the same vein right now. I'm looking at the Carolina Tampa Bay game, and let's be honest. If Tampa Bay did come back against the Cardinals, the Saints, and the Rams, 3 games they should have lost, we'd probably be talking about Tom Brady in the same way we're talking about Russell Wilson. To me, I think Brady's lost it. Yes, he's gotten lucky in those 3 games. Everybody thinks, and I tired of announcers talking about, you can't leave him time. Let's face it. When they play good teams, they lose. Carolina's a good team. They got a good defense. I think they're going to put a lot of pressure on Brady. And as we all know, that's the Giants' way. If you knock Brady around, he can't take it. Look at Carolina, what they did last week, running the ball against my Lions. 200-yard rushers in the first half alone. I think they're going to run the ball on this Tampa Bay defense. This Tampa Bay defense is not as good as it has been in the past. I think Carolina's defense will put pressure on Brady. I don't think Carolina's going to – this is a game they need to win. So I don't think they're going to let up with the lead late. I'm getting 3 points with, I think, is the better team in this one. So I'm taking Carolina.
Dan Kaiser, did I tell you as entertaining as he's informed and a bit theatrical today? Says take the Panthers plus the 3. Dan's doing some great work over at Sports Memo. Numbers don't lie. I see him on the 3-day, the 7-day, the 30-day, all sports. He's doing great work. Go follow Dan with the best customer appreciation discounts on the planet at Sports Memo after the show. Dan's going to stick around. I'm just glad that he took his headgear off and not his pants like last week. No, I'm just kidding, guys. He didn't take his pants off.
That was a pretty cool hat, though.
It was a nice hat. It was a good hat. Guys, he's doing great work. Go follow him all the way to the bank after the show. He's going to stick around if you've got any questions or comments for Dan. I'm sure we'll be happy to answer them or comment back for you. I want to go to my good friend Jimmy Adams. It's midnight, a little after midnight over where Jimmy is, and he's a trooper, guys. I say this every week when I describe Jimmy. There's a few things I say, but just because I repeat them don't make them untrue. Jimmy Adams was one of the first people we thought of when we were adding WagerTalk cappers to the First Family Show because we love Jimmy, all right? And numbers don't lie. He's got some of the best numbers on one of the 2 best websites in this business over at WagerTalk. His numbers are amazing. They're off the charts. It is amazing. It's like reading off Steven Spielberg's all the awards and accolades he's got, in the movie business. That's how great Jimmy Adams is. Not only that, but he comes to bring it. And when you show up at midnight every week and you bring it and you're entertaining, you're informative, and you're giving great free content, man, you quickly become a fan favorite. And he has become a very big fan favorite with everybody out there. And we're happy to have him here. But as I said, his numbers are some of the best in the business. When you have great numbers at WagerTalk or Sports Memo, you have the best numbers in the business, plain and simple, because there are no other websites that have the collection of cappers that WagerTalk and Sports Memo has. And Jimmy's got some of the best numbers in one of those websites since they began. He's going to tell you what he's been doing. He's going to tell you what you can expect from him on the premium side at WagerTalk. He's got a free best bet. Jimmy Adams, take it away, kiddo.
Thank you so much, Joe. Your intros are second to none. I appreciate it so much. So look, we're at it again here in the NFL. 7-0 run. We're 71.8% for the entire NFL season. So what the bosses at WagerTalk did is they went and they put together a phenomenal deal for you guys. You can get all my plays in all sports through the Super Bowl for just $199. You're not going to find a better deal anywhere on the planet. So, head over to WagerTalk and take advantage of that. So many people already have. Jump on board. But let's get you a free pick in the NFL since we've been so hot there. We're going to roll with the Green Bay Packers minus the 3 in the hook. Big revenge spot for Green Bay is they want payback for that embarrassing week 1 23-7 loss. Aaron Rodgers, he's recently talked about, how that really altered their season. And Green Bay's suddenly playing some pretty good football. They've strung together 3 straight wins now, and there's just a different feel around this team, I think. They're feeling confident right now. Vikings, look, they're a somewhat fraudulent 12-3 team, all right? They've won a lot of close games. They have a lot of things going their way. They've had a lot of things go their way. 11-0 in 1-score games this season. That has to regress. It cannot continue. And Minnesota's passing defense is going to be their downfall here. They're giving up 281.5 passing yards per game. That's the worst in the NFL. Aaron Rodgers, like I mentioned, he's playing some good football. They're going to be able to put up points. Obviously, they need to slow down Justin Jefferson. But the defense is feeling confident after picking off the Dolphins 3 times last week. Give me Green Bay minus the points for this week's free play.
Great stuff. Jimmy Adams says revenge is a dish best served cold, and the Packers got revenge. They're playing some great ball. Give him the Packers. He said it's a winner, and he is a winner, so I'll believe him. Guys, $199 through the Super Bowl, all sports. Jimmy, what sports do you contribute to over at WagerTalk, please?
So we got 5. Baseball, college football, NFL, NBA, and what am I missing? NFL, college football, college basketball, NBA, MLB. So 5 total. Okay. So you're getting 4 right now. We're obviously no baseball right now. So
for one of the most acclaimed and successful cappers in the history of this business, $199, guys. You play $20 a game at 20,000. You follow Jimmy through the Super Bowl. Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness! You go not just into the new year, but into February. That is off the. I may buy it, Jimmy. Forget it. Give me a second, Jimmy. I gotta go get my account. I'm gonna take out my credit card, my gold card, because I'm gonna buy this. There you go. I'm buying it. After the show, I'm buying it, guys. I ain't messing around. Jimmy's a winner. He's going to stick around in case you got any questions or comments for him. But remember, $199 through the Super Bowl. Go to WagerTalk. Follow Jimmy Adams through the Super Bowl. All sports. 4 sports right now. He's a winner. You will be too. Speaking of winners, guys, you don't need any more proof that she married me, that she is a downright winner. The first lady of Las Vegas comes off another win yesterday, right? You had Duke yesterday morning?
Duke yesterday.
Yeah, Duke, you didn't give me Duke, you son of a... Anyway.
You didn't pay me for it. I'm sorry.
I need a divorce lawyer again, guys. Anybody out there? Anyway, Dionne's doing great work. She is contributing to 5 sports currently.
Yes, 5.
College and pro football, college and pro basketball, and
NHL.
You're on 5 sport leaderboards. I know over the last couple of days you kind of took a step back from basketball. I know she told me, because she wasn't on the show Monday and Tuesday, and yesterday we didn't do a show. I told you that. She told me, and I related to you on the Monday and Tuesday show, she's taking a little step back from basketball only because so she could concentrate on the bowl games and all these opt-outs and transfer portals and the NFL, because this is a tricky time of year last couple of weeks in the NFL. Mm-hmm. I respect that she stepped back a little bit. There's plenty of college and pro basketball coming, after this week, guys. Obviously through.
But you might see some this weekend. There
you go. But you might see some this week. She threw that in there, huh? I love her. You love her. She is a winner. She's doing great work over at Sports Mall. 5 sports she contributes to. There you go. You look cute today. Contributes to. I'm at a loss for words. That doesn't happen often. She contributes to, and she's on 5 sport leaderboard. She's going to tell you what she's been doing. She's going to tell you what you can expect from her on the premium side at Sports Memo. She has a free best bet. Dionne D'Amico, take it away.
Thank you. And as Joey did mention, I did have a nice big win yesterday in the Military Bowl with Duke. And my college football bowl releases going back to last season are hitting 67%. And today I am very excited to announce that I have the early game winner today in the Pinstripe Bowl between Minnesota and Syracuse. And to me, there is nothing better than starting the day off with a big win. And for my free play today is going to go ahead and take place on the ice where the Los Angeles Kings travel to Ball Arena to face the Colorado Avalanche. Los Angeles is coming off a 4-2 win over Vegas at home, giving them their 5th win in the last 6 games. The under has hit in 5 of LA's last 6 when playing on the road and 6 of their last 7 games overall. Colorado, they're coming off of a loss at Arizona and has been struggling to find the back of the net, scoring 3 or less goals in 10 straight games. thus resulting in the under cashing in 9 of those last 10. And when playing at Ball Arena, 10 of their last 11 have gone under the total. Historically, when these two Western Conference rivals meet, the under gets us paid going 10-4 the last 14 matchups. And when playing against the Western Conference, the under is 4-1 in the Kings' last 5, while it is 5-1 in the Avalanche's last 6. And with both teams missing key players, history will once again repeat itself. There's a lot more stats that can go ahead and support the total in this one, but you're not going to need it. So I'm going to go ahead and play the under tonight.
The first lady of Las Vegas, perennial leaderboard fixture at 5 sports currently 5. On the leaderboards over at Sports is under 6 Kings Avalanche. She's a winner. You'll be a winner. You follow her after the show. Best customer appreciation discounts on the planet. Sports Memo. Follow Dionne. You're going to follow her to the bank. Guys, you got to figure me. And I don't like to be distracting, and I'm always distracting, no matter what, either because of my good looks or because of my charm. But when Dionne's doing her analysis, because we're in the same frame, but we got 4 dogs in this house, and our dogs take after her side of the family. Most ill-mannered dogs you'll ever see. So every time they hear Dionne's voice, they go a little crazy. However, today is a special situation. Dionne and I have been slowly taking our Christmas presents, which are in our formal living room, which is 15 feet that way. They're everywhere. Looks like Santa's workshop exploded. Okay, and it's neat, it's clean, but every day we've been taking more and more. The clothes are getting boom, 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 washed and then hung up, and the jewelry got put in the safe, and the stripper pole. We had to put that up. But all the stuff is no stripper pole. Dan, take it easy. But all the stuff we've still got a few more things over there. Plus, she bought me some things for my workshop in the garage. I got a big, beautiful workshop. She got me this huge Husky 14-drawer tool, blah, 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 with all the bells and whistles. Not only does it have but anyway, we put all this stuff away, but there's still quite a bit over there. And Dice, our big Cocker Spaniel, only boy in the house, so he gets spoiled by Dionne, like only a son can. Is involved. He's got his nose in all our stuff, and the stuff is falling.
I think he is still pulling tissue paper out of some of the boxes.
It is so funny.
I think he's eating it all over the house.
At least he's got fiber in his diet. We have to move Pygal, though. Guys, so having said that, this is a very genuine show. We don't hide the pimples or the scars, so to speak. This is a show that you're gonna hear the dogs barking. We've got dogs barking. Dan's dog, our dog, Jeff Michael's dogs bark on occasion. We have the fun. Every once in a while, a couple of months ago, my father walked down the damn hallway. I'm just glad he was wearing pants this time. So we have fun here. I took the backdrops down because I want you to see what we see every day. So you get that realness of the First Family show. And so the dogs are going nuts, but we're having fun. Having said that, that's my little rant. I want to talk about a few things real quick. First of all, my friends, once again, this college football bowl season, I am making you money. My premium release is over 66%. I have 2 games posted for you today. Today, baby. I have the Cheez-It Bowl between Oklahoma Sooners, Florida State Seminoles, and the Alamo Bowl between the Washington Huskies and the Texas Longhorns. I have both of those posted. I feel very strongly about both releases today. I will go 2-0. I put them both up on Sports Memo individually. But you know what I did, guys? Just because I'm hitting 66% this bowl season doesn't mean I'm jacking up the price. I put them both in a discounted 2-pack, just $20 right now available just for you guys. My way of saying thank you to you guys. You guys support me, ups and downs. We've had a lot more ups and downs, but I want to say thank you to you guys. Now, also, I have my CFP, my college football playoff cash money play, posted as my $2 Tuesday play. As I mentioned before, a game of this caliber would normally be considered a game of the year situation for me. We don't do games of the year here at Sports Memo, but this is of that caliber. Go grab it right now, $2. Take advantage of all 3 of those great $2 Tuesday featured cappers. Jeff Michaels, Jesse Schul, and myself, all 3 of us. We get all our big game winners, just $5. By this evening, I promise you this, and no BS, I will have quite a few big games for the weekend in college and pro football, as well as some of the bowl games over the next few days as well. I promise you this, I am going to have a 10% release. I know what it is. My 10% releases are 18-4 this year. I will finish the year going 19-4 and 10% releases. Unfortunately, I did miss one because I did not use a 10% release 1 month because I didn't feel there was another one worthy of it. So I'm not just going to put it out there to try to get sales, but I will finish the year 19-4 and 10% releases. And you're going to see a couple of 5% releases this weekend as well. I'm going to crush it. Let me go into today's free play winner. I want to talk about the Thursday NFL matchup between the Cowboys and the Titans. Sports fans, the Cowboys, they still have a slim chance of taking the NFC East, and they do want that, guys. The Titans fell out of the number 7 seed and into the number 10 seed in the AFC when they lost to the Texans. Now, they certainly need to win out to better the situation for a postseason spot as well. For me to explain all the ins and outs of what needs to happen for both these teams to get that stuff, I would need charts, graphs, an abacus, and an MIT graduate. So I'm just going to tell you, take my word for it, both teams want to win here. Now, we all know the documented injury issues Tennessee is going through right now. As of this show and this analysis, Derrick Henry is listed as doubtful. All right, even a minute before the show, he's still listed as doubtful. We know that Ryan Tannehill is out. Malik Willis is going to be taking the reins for the Titans. I'm not looking at taking a side in this matchup, folks. I'm merely going to say this. Entering this contest, the Cowboys have played to 5 consecutive overs and 8 overs over the last 10 outings. While they can score points offensively, guys, they are scoring points. There's no questioning that. They're averaging, 29 points per game on their campaign. But their defense, it's a long season, guys. The last few weeks of the season, you got to remember, preseason, September, October, November, and into December is a long, physical, grueling season in the NFL. I'm going to tell you this. Their defense has started to spring a bit of a leak, all right? They've allowed their last 3 opponents to put up 23, 40, and 34 points on them. Now, I'm well aware of the fact that the Titans' offense has sputtered, say the least, during their 5-game losing streak, accounting for just 15.2 a game during the slide. But the total in this game has now gone under 40. It's 39.5 everywhere, guys. And I'm going to tell you this. I always talk about the odds makers just looking to bait you, looking to dare you, looking for you to say, hey, guys, this looks too good to be true. Let me stay away from it. That's what they're looking to do here. Willis calling plays for Tennessee adds another dynamic to that offense, all right? And if Dallas's defense has a weakness, it's certainly been trying to stop the run. Meanwhile, I do expect Prescott to light up the 31st-ranked Titans pass defense here. So I feel both defenses are vulnerable tonight. All right, I think it's been a long season. I think the last few weeks has taken its toll on both of these defenses. I think you're going to see a lot of scoring. I do feel both offenses will move the chains quite frequently. I feel the odds makers are begging us to take the over, and that's why we're going to do just that, guys. The over, 5-0 in Dallas's last 5 games played in the month of December, and 4-1 in Tennessee's last 5 games played following an ATS loss. Take the over here, folks. I feel it's a winner. Don't fall for that trap. You know what? Let's beat these odds makers at their own game. Let me bring everybody on. We didn't have too many comments today, but we do have a lot of people watching. I get to see all the people. All right, so our good buddy Randy, he says he wanted to pick on the playoff games on Saturday. You got some stuff, right? Oh, he wanted the college football playoffs. Well, I can tell you this, Randy, my good friend. My $2 Tuesday play, obviously you get it for just $2, is one of the college football playoff games. All right, I will have the other one up. There is another game being played on Saturday that will be my 10-star play. That will be up this evening. Not looking to price gouge it just because I am 18-4 and 10-unit releases this year, 2022, over at Sports Memo. You're going to get all these games. I mean, I know. Let me ask Dionne, I know there's a couple of games on Saturday you really like. Is that correct?
There is a few that I already have my eye on. I will be going through them again later today, and I will have them posted by tonight. But, yeah, there are a couple that have caught my eye already.
Do I have to buy them, or could I trade favors for those plays?
Let's see.
We'll see if she's smiling tomorrow. She's smiling tomorrow. We trade favors. If she's smiling with money in her hand, you know how to pay for them.
But actually, if he tunes in later this afternoon, one of the playoff games is one of the games that you guys will be covering on the college show this afternoon.
Let me too. Later on today, I'll be here with Nick Parsons. Who else is on the show today?
Nick Parsons, Jesse Schul, and Ross Benjamin.
And Ross Benjamin. We're going to be covering on the college football, the Sports Bowl, NCAA football college forecast show.
And there's going to be a slew of games on the afternoon show, more than that.
We're going to be covering. We're covering. I think we're covering 4 roundtable games and a free and a best bet.
4 roundtables and a best bet.
So you'll get, there's a potential of getting opinions. You will get opinions on 4 roundtable games and a best bet from each of the contributors. You're going to get a ton of free stuff. So tune in later today to the Sports Zone TV's college football forecast show. Let me ask Dan Kaiser real quick. Dan, when are you going to have up all your winners for the college football playoffs and the other games? Going off up until then in the bowls?
Some tonight and everything by noon tomorrow.
Now, can we depend on you for wearing that hat? Are you doing any more shows the rest of the week?
Nope, I'm showless.
Maybe we'll put him on for Friday morning show just so he can come on and he can wear another hat. Jimmy Adams, we just lost. I guess I offended him. Technical issue in Michigan.
He's mad at you.
Guys, I got to tell you, with all the flights that are canceled and all the issues, and we've had issues here, even though it's like 60 degrees every day in Vegas, we've had issues here. with internet and stuff going on. So I'm glad that we lost Dan for a second. Obviously, he had to put pants on. I asked him to wear pants.
I was looking for another hat.
What's the pants? He's got a hat, but no pants, or no pants and a hat. So, my good friend Jimmy Adams, what are all your college football playoff and all your rest of your bowls going up, buddy?
They'll be up tonight for you guys. Tomorrow for me, tonight for you guys. I'll have action in both the playoff games, and there's at least one more bowl game that I really like, maybe a second, but it'll be up tonight.
Great stuff. I know there's a couple of games I really like on the bowls. I do have a college football playoff already posted for my $2 Tuesday play. I will have the other game up. There is a game being played on Saturday that will be a 10% play for Joe D. And I will have a couple of 5% plays for you, whether it'll be in the college or the pro football. You just have to go to Sports Memo after tonight and find out. I want to go down the free plays, and then we're gonna head on out of here in time for everybody out there to take advantage of all the free winners you got today. The free plays we had today. Let me go. Our good friend Nick Parsons, who will be on the afternoon show with me. He said under 44 Saints, Philly. I'm all over the board today, aren't I? For the Saints Eagles. He said under 44. Dan Kaiser, what'd you have for everybody, buddy?
Take the Carolina Panthers plus the 3.
Jimmy Adams.
Lay it with the Green Bay Packers.
He said revenge is a dish best served called I'm Sicilian and know a lot about revenge. Dionne, what'd you have for everybody, darling?
I am going with the Kings Avalanche under 6 tonight.
And your sexy and savory host says Joe D says the Cowboys Titans over 39.5. I was a little distracted today. One of the Christmas presents I got for Dionne was a bunch of these yoga pants. And apparently these are see-through, and she is throwing my game off. I'm telling you right now. And let me tell you right now, check with the First Family Show in 9 months. Everybody out there might be an uncle or an aunt. I'll tell you that. She's really throwing me off. Okay, everybody. Garrick said happy holidays to the First Family. Any closing thoughts or comments from everybody? Jimmy, closing thoughts and comments. Jimmy.
No, look, nobody's better at hyping up the guests than Joe D'Amico. So let me just shout him out for a second. I think he's part of that $2 package. Joe D has more experience than almost anyone in this business. You're going to want to make sure you get in on that play for next to nothing. Jesse Schul, my partner in Asia, he's a great handicapper. And Jeff Michaels, a young up-and-comer who is doing a phenomenal job as well. So you're getting that for next to nothing. And then if you feel like it, head over and take advantage of that special $199 all sports through the Super Bowl for me. And let's have a great weekend.
Gotta love the integrity of Jimmy Adams and the class, you know, Jimmy. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm honored to share a panel with you. I look forward to doing a lot more content on Sportsman and WagerTalk TV with you. Dan Kaiser, closing thoughts or comments for our viewers.
Yeah, you kind of touched it a little bit, Joe. Just remember the next 2 weeks in the NFL. It's the NFL silly season. Like you check those reports. Who's playing? You know what team has something to play for? Like you mentioned tonight about Derrick Henry being questionable. You know, they really don't have to win tonight. It's all going to come down to next week. So I'd be surprised to see him play, but that's just my thoughts. But yeah, just keep an eye out on everything because, you know, a lot of things happen the next 2 weeks in the NFL.
Gotta love my good buddy Dan Kaiser, who just texted me that he is not wearing pants. That's what he wrote me. I love you, Dan. Dan Kaiser and I like to have fun, but you know what, guys? Dan Kaiser is a wonderful guest. We're honored to have him here. Dionne, can you take us on out of here, please?
I absolutely can. So don't forget to follow all of the amazing guests on the First Family Show on Twitter, along with myself and Joe. And don't forget to tune in to all of Sports Memo TV show for a ton of free winners and some great betting insights. And on behalf of Nick, Jimmy, Dan, and us, this is the First Family of Vegas.
Wishing everyone a happy new year. Everyone, good luck and have a winning day.